Evolution Power Tools takes pride in sending their product in tight, small, compact boxes. Everything was like really nicely packaged and ergonomic, and nothing came to me damaged. And that's a real change. The miter saw surprisingly was super easy to put together. It was really just two main components. They snapped into place. They used some bolts, some screws, some knobs, and it was ready to use. And it was phenomenal. That's kind of cool. Let's talk about this saw. This is the Evolution R255 SM DB Plus dual bevel 10-inch miter saw. The features of this thing: it has a metal base plate, and that base plate sits or comes out just about 4.5 inches to here. It extends a little bit further. Just to give you a number, it extends to a whopping 13 inches. That's a pretty big base. And this does have a dual bevel, so it does turn, or dual miter, and it does go all the way to 50 degrees on left or right. Super simple to operate. It has this handy dandy little lever there. You just tighten, loosen, and you turn. For emphasis, it does click on the major numbers such as 0, 15, 22.5, 31.6, and 45. Oops. Technical difficulties, pardon me. I forgot that I have tools there, but moving on. It does have a material stop. It does have a macro and a micro adjustment, which I think is amazing. Like, it's such a simple concept. Like, macro all the way up. You're not sitting here going like this. It's so slow. Thank God they have a macro adjustment. Like, come on. It's such a simple concept. I love it. Anyway, they have a miter saw stop. It goes as simple as you knock that down. You bring it down to where you want, if I can quickly do it. Anyway, you get the gist. So it has a throat cut piece. So just hit that, and then you only cut to that certain depth. Super convenient, super simple. I like that it's on the left because I am a right-handed. I like that they have the emphasis on the right-handed saw. I saw a review of a previous saw where they have the laser, just make sure that's in camera, the laser lever or the laser button right here, and it's actually on the other side of the saw. So if you're right-handed, your thumb is there. If you're left-handed, your thumb is there. But I'm pretty sure people who are left-handed still use the right hand to cut, but that's just me. Some tools are not ambidextrous, and I don't think this is one of them. But the laser right here, super clean. It comes out right here. It actually looks like it's an LED, so I'm hoping that it actually stays there and doesn't completely disintegrate over time. The bevel adjustment is here in the back. It has a nice quality lever, and then you just pull this left or right to go to your certain bevel. And it does, interesting, it does lock into 0, no problem, no questions asked. You have a little knob in the back here, you tighten it for movement and so forth. And again, it goes all the way back, all the way forward, super convenient. I was very surprised when I got this. I thought this was going to be like a Wen knockoff, but this is all metal. I thought it was going to be plastic. Obviously you have the plastic here and some plastic on the handle, but most tools have plastic. They emphasize the convenience of a small footprint, and they ship in a small footprint. The box is very small, and it comes to you via mail. I got this via FedEx, and it got to me no problem. A little damage on the box, but that's not them. It's probably the shipper. I don't like the extenders being plastic. I have a rigid table saw, and the extenders are aluminum versus the cast iron, and they suck. They are not level whatsoever. So let me move my macro adjustment up and just show you what I mean on camera. Let's hope that this picks up, but if you can see the wobble, that wobble is because of these plastic adjustments. I don't think there's any real way to get those things level with the base plate. You can't, like, they're two different materials, so one flexes, one doesn't. That's just me. I think for a job site saw, don't have to worry about it. For fine cutting though, just something to consider. I think that's a quality thing. I don't think, like, they could send you metal extenders. Will they be perfect? I don't know. Maybe they should try it. But for now, it does the job. Throat plate, always, all these mega saws have these massive throat plates. Really, you can add a, what is it? You put a piece of tape on here, or you just get a throat plate with a thinner line that you can make your own. You cut it on your own. That way you don't have any excess that falls in there, becomes a hazard, and so forth. What else?
This saw uses a different type of blade, but this blade is virtually indestructible. It cuts through pine, no problem. It cuts through plastic, no problem. It cuts through metal, no problem. So in this test of a couple things I did, I tried the pine, which is my softwood, oak flooring for my hardwood, and then I had a saw blade laying around as my only source of metal, and I chose to try it. It was definitely not something I want to recommend doing or even attempting, because there's no way to support the blade, but in the essence of doing the test and seeing what the blade was capable of, it handled it no problem.
I just don't like that. It was moving a little bit, but it does cut it, and I'm sure it would cut through it no problem. I just don't like that I can't clamp it, so I'm not going to complete that today.
The miter saw has a lot of cool features, but this stop clamp, or the stop block for instance, is really one of them, because it has a micro adjustment and also a macro adjustment button, and that is such a quality of life thing that most saws don't have, and this saw got it right and does it really well. The saw has a slow start to go, but I think that's an awesome safety feature, but the range or the depth of cut here, or the range of cut, is 12 inches, and that's crazy big. And of course, like all miter saws, it has zero dust collection.
Let's just point out another feature. This does come with inches and centimeters, and I'm just going to see how accurate it is to my Milwaukee tape. And so far, those numbers are spot on accurate. Wow. Another quality of life thing that I really like is that this saw came with a cord wrap. You know, so if this is a job site saw for you, which a lot of people may use this as a job site saw. I might even use it as a job site saw because it comes with a stand. You wrap this around. It's no more like trying to figure out where to put this freaking cord like this. It goes right there and it ties to itself right there. Super convenient. I like the concept. It's fabulous. Hey guys, I just want to take a second and say thank you to Evolution Power Tools for sending me this miter saw and the miter saw stand. They are also generous enough to provide you a 5% discount code using promo code JNardone here on the screen. It will also be in the description below. Link to their website will also be in the description below. Check them out. You can use this code for anything on their website other than MAP protected products. And yeah, happy shopping. Thank you again. Let's get back to the video. Evolution Power Tools sent me this miter saw stand as well, and I'm going to show you how compact it is and what I think about it overall. Overall, for a miter saw stand, it's just pretty nice. I think it runs you about $129, whatever that cost is right here, and it has some nice functions. So it's easily adjustable. Both sides are adjustable with these plastic little knobs, and they go out and they go up. So for instance, this one goes up, maybe it goes up. It goes up and out, but it goes up to make it level with your work surface or work area. The saw sits about 2 inches high from the base plate, and you can extend it how you want. The saw would combine or attach to this adjustable knobs or adjustable racks, and you just easily attach them on, lock them into place like that, and go about your day. I think this is great for a job site saw. You could easily just unpack it and go and get set up wherever you're at. But in terms of setup and feasibility, I'm going to show you how quickly it is just to disassemble or reassemble. It does come with these really nice quality of life buttons where you can lock them into place very easily. You're not looking for the button. You're not trying to stick your finger in a hole that doesn't really exist. They're nice quality, beefy, nice buttons. You just push down, you push up, and you put it on the floor, push down and you push the leg up. And then I like to grab it from those and go about my day. And this saw is probably every bit of 30, or the stand, excuse me, is every bit of 30 to 40 pounds, give or take. And just to show in the essence of time, again, the buttons, super into the buttons. I like big buttons, and I cannot lie. But I bring it down, and you're ready to go. The only thing I wish this thing had was telescopic legs, because I am not a short person. I don't really understand why it's such a short stand, but I am not short. The only way for me to really get down here and use a saw is to spread out and work like this. And that's not how I want to work. So, cons, I think if they included telescopic legs and these big metal or aluminum base rungs or whatever, I think this stand would really be something else. But other than that, this is a great little stand. And just to show you the emphasis on how strong it is, I'm every bit of 200 pounds. And I could definitely have my lunch up here, no problem. I'm even willing to stand on this thing, so let's see. I think it's gonna hold me no problem. If I can get up here. No problem. So this is definitely a sturdy little stand. Thank you again to Evolution Power Tools for sending me this saw and letting me review it on my terms. If you are interested in the saw, again, check out the description down below for their website, and use that promo code JNARDONE for 5% off your order other than MAP protected items. My new saw and I are going to go and live our days together and see how we do after a couple months, but this is going to be my new miter saw for the unforeseeable future. If you like what you saw here today, check right here on this video. This video is me reviewing Temu products and seeing if I got scammed or not. Thanks again. Bye.